Hey everybody, welcome back to IP Farms. Well, it's another beautiful day here in North Carolina. About 92, humidity's up upper 60, 70%. It's pretty hot. We're gonna try to blaze us a trail to the back side of the property up over the hill. If you're new to the channel, new subscriber or anything, you haven't gone back and seen the old videos where I walked the place, the tour videos of the land. This is the hillside. We haven't done much clearing over here since I started this project. Everything's been from the little creek back the other way, but due to the way I'm going to plant these fields eventually, I will need access to the back part of the property through the hillside without going through the fields here, because I'm not going to have that much headland and access to it. So thought I'd get started on that today. We'll end up, hopefully, probably not on this video, but we'll end up back down there where I put the 3 strands of barbed wire up on the backside property. There used to be a roadway there for my grandpa with the cows years ago, so that's what I'm going to try to get back to, at least get an access point to get back here. So thought I'd bring you along for a little bit of it. Y'all don't let me forget to get my chainsaw out of the bucket. That would be bad. I've been known to forget that before, but make sure you remind me of that before we start clearing. So let's see what we can get into. Okay, just a little refresher. Like I said, this is what it looks like in the summertime. I think the last time I was up here and did any video was on the tour. But you can see, you know, you got big trees like this. This one's been here forever. This big cedar tree down there has been here forever. But all this over here, everywhere I'm panning the camera, has all grown up with gum trees and small stuff and everything else. And this is what basically the whole place looked like when I started. The front field, the donkey pasture, maybe not so much the donkey pasture. It had a lot of honey locust in it because we still had Jack and Snowball in there and Lincoln. But the bottom land all looked like this everywhere, except where they came through with the easement. But anyway, right here in the camera screen, in the center here where my finger is, there was an old trail that went down, and this dead ends down into the first part of the easement, the bottom land, where I showed where that big old hill they started and that, you know, they left and they cut it out. And then right over here to the corner is the property line that I think I showed in a couple videos ago, where I put the barbed wire up, the 3 strands there. And then of course way over there in the corner down in the bottom land is where the 4-wheelers come through. So we're going to try to blaze a trail through here, at least try to get a, you know, a path cut through. This little corner right here is woods. It always has been woods as long as I've ever known. There's huge poplar trees and sycamore trees in there. So there's a couple that's fallen down and rotten. So probably what this is going to be the hillside brush pile up here. I think I can push everything into this and get it there. But just for instance, right here where my finger is, that goes back to about that cedar tree back there. I don't know if you can see it, but that is probably another 40 or 50 feet that all this is grown out into the upper part up here. So not real sure what I'll ever do with this part up here. If I put anything on it, it's kind of, you know, it's got a few hills and valleys in it. We'll show as time goes along, but like I said, I just hadn't got back here and done much clearing since I started. But I mean, you can see even over here the same way. This is probably about 75 feet from the edge of the loader. You can see where we bush hogged. It goes back 75 feet over, which is original field before it gets to woods. There are a section of woods that go all the way up back to the state road up there where the shop and stuff is, that has never been cleared, but all this down here is grown up. So I'll babble on. Let's see what we can get done this afternoon. I'll bring you along for a little bit of it. Well, that's tough going right there, but you can see right there is the easement where the hill was. There's a pole right there to the corner where my grandpa used to have a gate. And we made it up through here some. I still got some bigger trees right here I got to push off. It's just a nightmare trying to get yourself started in a thicket like this with a loader. Excavator, you could just reach around and pluck yourself a spot and then just keep digging. But anyway, up around the curve, back on top of the hill there, push back in here and walk up here right quick and show you. Hope this video is not getting too long. It's coming along slowly. This is probably the thickest of all here on the farm, is up here on this hillside, just because it's been so many years since anything's been done with it. But I remember this as a teenager and a kid, so we're gonna get it back to the way it needed to be. But pushed all this back up in here, fence line over there. Probably end up taking most of this corner off and extend that. It's just been overgrown. Most of it's just poplar and gum, so nothing too major. I'm leaving all the big stuff because this cedar tree right here and that big pin oak right there, I can remember as a kid, so they've been here for years. Okay, well, you can see down there towards the loader, hopefully. Okay, everybody, I believe we'll call this one a video. Got some more seat time on the loader. That was some major clearing there. Like I said in the earlier clip, it's hard with a track loader when you go in like that to get started, because there's so much to push out. With an excavator, you can pick and move, but you know, we make do with what we've got. That's probably some of the toughest and the biggest saplings and trees and stuff we've got on the farm. So main thing was I got the road all the way out to the easement there I showed you, and I think that's the thickest part. Some of the other we've already pecked on last winter, so I don't have too much more there to blast me a road up through there and then just uplift everything where I can get all the equipment from up here down that way, and where I was clearing all the way to the back side of the property and come around, because that'll be our only second crossing. But anyway, just want to say thank you everybody for watching. Please consider subscribing if you hadn't already. You know, hit the thumbs up button if you like what you see. Thumbs down, I understand it's not for everybody. Share the video, get it out there. Might be somebody else interested in a little bit so I'm doing here on the reclaim. It's baby steps, but we're getting there. So we'll see what the next day or two brings. Until next time, thank you.